welcome to Sports Talk, first ever show here at Red Bank High School. I'm here with Chuck and Patrick, and this week's topic is Red Bank basketball. Coming off an impressive season last year, lost in the semifinals of region under first-year head coach, Coach Fike. We got interviews with him and point guard Malik that we'll show you later on in the show, but what are some of the predictions leading up into this year's season? They open Thursday with Sequatchie at Sequatchie. Some of the predictions.
It's the second year. They'll have more experience, I think. Do a better job going into the season.
Like we said before, or like we said in the interview, Coach Fike last year, he did amazing for his first year as a coach. Okay? Lost in the semifinals, but that's not, for a first year, nobody expected that from him. He came out and he overachieved as a coach for his first year. So I'm expecting to see he's gotten to know the players better. He's gotten more experience coaching with them. This year's I'm really excited about this year. It's gonna be something else.
And the team, they have a core group of seniors this year. Been playing with each other since the seventh grade, I guess, under middle school coach Lefevre.
Oh yeah.
I think that chemistry there, you can tell in practice.
Yeah, they can play off each other like crazy, man.
Yeah.
They've been together that long.
Yeah.
They just know everyone's ins and outs.
Yeah. Look, they're all great too.
It's just amazing because playing with somebody that long, it doesn't usually happen like that.
No.
You usually have players that when you get to high school, they split up, go different ways. Some move, some come up, but this group of seniors is special. That none of them moved. They maybe thought about it, switching grades or whatever, but it's just amazing. Thursday opening up at Sequatchie. Sequatchie has a pretty nice student section, if y'all didn't know. Mm-hmm. They bring it. They have a theme for every game. And, the theme Thursday, I saw it on Twitter. I can't remember what it was, but they're really hyped. This is their home opening game. They were supposed to have a game this Tuesday, but it got canceled, just like Red Bank. Supposed to play Walker Valley on Tuesday, but now we play Sequatchie County Thursday at Sequatchie County. So, speaking of that game, that's just a big game to open up with. Not many teams gets to open up with a Sequatchie County filling that kind of student section. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just so, and then heading into Ottawa Monday, which is another 5A, 3A school,
it's going to be something else.
Yeah.
And then the next week after that, we have our home opening, which is going to be Saudi, and we'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
But I'm really excited about the Sequatchie and Ottawa games. Those are going to be something else.
Squash games will be hyped. They've already had one canceled game. Oh, they'll be ready for it.
Yeah,
us too, though.
We've
had that canceled game.
So, looking into Sequatchie, size difference, they have a good post players, couple guards, but I think I can really see the blowout Thursday. What about y'all?
Oh, yeah.
I can see that happening.
And I want to go back to what you talked about earlier about the core group of seniors. These are all guys they played, to get with each other forever. They've got the experience with the coach from last year, who was a new coach last year, Coach Fike. Did awesome last year. So he's going to be able to probably perform better as a coach this year with them because he knows them better. We've got a good group of underclassmen, though, as well, which don't get enough credit, I think, sometimes. But, hey, they're good. But look at the seniors. This is going to be their last year, too. They're going in.
Yeah, they're going to play their hearts out, man. They've been all out there on the
court. we got really good. For those of you who don't know, okay, this man is the William Davis. He is on the basketball team. So, this means a little bit more to him. Will, you want to talk about you want to talk about being on that team in that group of seniors personally?
Personally, man, this year of practice has just been so great. Last year we had ups and downs, This year, there's been no ups or downs. It's just been up.
Everything's clicking.
Yeah, it's like we've been here before. Mm-hmm. And, Coach Fike comes to practice and he talks about energy. And Josh, the trainer, told him to slow down or you're going to have a heart attack. And then, I really can believe that because he brings the energy to practice. Every practice, it's just like we want to hit the ground running every day. We're going to fail. We're going to know we tried our hardest. You know what I mean? And just playing with these group of guys since I was in the 7th grade and now we're seniors, this came really quick. I had seniors tell me when I was in the 9th grade, you better live it up because it's going to go quick. Now I look back on it, losing in football, now I'm in basketball, and it's like we've hit the ground running and everything's just clicking. It's just amazing to feel
Yeah.
that, you know. And we won 16 games last year. That's more than we won the first 2 years combined. So I mean,
That's crazy. See, I'm just a junior, so I didn't even know that about the 2 years. You know, so 16 in one season though, with
One
a
season.
first-year coach. Just think about how crazy that is. A first-year coach coming in, winning 16 games, then just losing in the semifinals.
Now he's
Who
coming
does that?
in his second year with more experience, and he has that core group of seniors. So
And an amazing beard.
I mean, so now let's really get into the topic of Saudi Daisy. You know, big rivalry.
Big rivalry.
Big,
yeah.
I mean, huge
Dude,
rivalry.
I'm excited about this one.
I mean, and we open up at home with them. I mean,
Yes.
first home opening game.
Saudi.
It's gonna be a good one.
Look, they whooped us at football. That's no secret. Like, they destroyed us. Okay, we had Sandy with the field goals, and that was about it. This man Will, you know, he did some good plays, but we got them in basketball. I'm just gonna say, we got them this year in basketball. Well, we had them last year in basketball too.
I mean, but you know, and it's really taken personal because 2 years ago they beat us here at home, and you know, it's really out of respect that when you're beating a team by so many points, you kind of slow it down. And
A
you
little bit of
kinda take it
mercy.
casual. Yeah, a little bit, but they didn't do that.
They
They were
ran the
they
score
were
up.
shooting the
Yeah,
threes
they ran the
until
score
the
up.
last buzzer, and I mean, like, just, I mean, it's a rivalry. You know, it's still out of respect that you do that. But now that you kind of sit here and you think back, and you're like, they did that to us. So you know, we want to come out of the gates on fire. We want to beat them by 30. We want to beat them by 50. You know what I mean?
And I want to talk about last year against Saudi. Okay, 2 years ago, the year before Coach Fike came, we talked about that blowout we had, you know, and they were just scoring and scoring and scoring on us. Which they really, that's kind of, you know, disrespectful, I guess, to your opponent. You know, you got to have some respect to us. But we came back the next year, new coach. Okay, Saudi probably came in thinking they were going to destroy us again, and we whooped them. Okay, Treadell is a senior this year. Okay, Saudi had this little chubby little redheaded kid, I remember. Treadell just comes in with full on jump man. Like, I'm pretty sure I saw, like, Michael Jordan's not dead yet, but like if he was, Treadell would have been like Michael Jordan incarnate right there. Like, he came out, I don't know if he had his tongue out, he probably did, and just dunked over that little fat redheaded kid. It was awesome. We can put the clip up.
Yeah, we will do that. But I mean, that's just amazing. I mean, what are your inputs on going into that game? You know, 2 big games, Thursday at Sequatchie, and then Monday at Udawa. Going into Saudi Daisy, possibly 2-0. What do you see?
I think Sequatchie is probably your key opponent. You go in there when they got that rowdy student section going on, and you beat them. That gives you enough confidence and motivation to go out and win those next 2 games. So I think Sequatchie is the key one.
I mean, Patrick, and you know, like I said, student sections. You know, Squatch is gonna bring the student section. You know, Udawa might have a student section, but you know, Saudi Daisy being a rivalry game, you know, they're gonna bring it. So, what do you see going into that game?
I see us needing the student section, okay, because your Red Bank Rowdies, I don't know about the name really, but y'all need to come out, okay? We need more Red Bank Rowdies in Red Bank. Our student section, no joke, has been lacking a little bit, and y'all need to fix that because, I mean, you don't realize to the players how much that means to have like the support from your.
And, you know, coming from a player, you know, when I see that my school is kind of
supporting
me, it makes me feel better. You know, when
Makes you wanna play better.
Yeah, it does. And then like when you kind of going, man, they're saying you suck. You know, they're not gonna win anything. It makes you feel like, I mean, where's the support? You know what I mean? Like, it makes you not want to play as hard as you can, and it kind of has an effect on you. So I mean, that's why I say student sections can come into play doing that.
Yeah, I mean they can like distract your opponents too. If you're loud enough, okay, they're not going to be concentrating too much. You just, I mean, that's like taking a test. If somebody's like, you know, singing some Lana Del Rey, you know, you're not going to be concentrating on that English test too much. You're going to be singing some Lana Del Rey with them. So they're going to be getting hyped, like, they're going to be like, their mind's not going to be in it. So that's where you can help too.
You know, earlier this week we caught up with the head coach, Coach Fike, and the point guard, Malik McConnell, on some interviews between
Nick
me
Shanley.
and Patrick. And Nick Shanley, too.
Yeah,
that's a special
that's a great interview.
Yeah, that's the best interview we probably had so far. You know, we'll play those back doing a little bit.
So yeah, it's pretty interesting with you. Last year was your first year coaching here. Were you pretty happy with your performance last year, and how do you expect to go into this year?
I think we overachieved last year, to be honest with you. 16 games 3 years previous, and we won 16 alone last year, making the first trip to region tournament since 2010. So, I believe we overachieved, and I think that this group right here can do some real special things if they keep their nose to the grindstone, they keep working, and they keep those goals on their shoulder.
Yeah, I mean, last year was great. Now, last year we did lose quite a few seniors, but we've got, new freshmen now. How do you think they're doing?
Not necessarily freshmen. We got some underclassmen that are stepping up. We've got a homeschool kid named Will Thomas. You got Nick Shanley. You've got some younger classmen, Chance, Darius Shelby, that are really stepping up and providing a good secondary role to these seniors. So that provides some excitement. And then you got a freshman class. We have 12 freshmen. They got their own freshman team, a very athletic group. I foresee a couple of them playing varsity minutes toward the end of the year.
Yeah. Final question, maybe a little off topic. Any advice you have towards maintaining a beard like that?
That's funny
or
you
any
ask.
tips you have to growing one?
First of all, I think I do this to compensate for the hair up top. But I guess I cover my basketball beard. Winter rolls around, and I just like to see how long I can get it. Suave. I use Suave conditioner and shampoo. So works well. Comb it, nice beard brush. Get it rocking and rolling in the morning.
Yeah, and I mean that's a good excuse for all the shampoo you're not using up top. So.
That's right. Thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
I feel like this team has something special.
It does.
Exit 78B is Murfreesboro exit, if you didn't know, and that is where the state is played. And if Red Bank boys basketball falls any shorter than exit 78B, I can say I would be disappointed. I mean, anything is improvement off the past year, but I mean, let's kind of talk about girls basketball too. You got, second year head coach, Coach Linus.
Coach Linus.
That's
fun.
course.
That's a fun thing to think about. Coach Fike and Coach Linus, both basketball coaches, came at the same time. Yeah. So we're going to see them both grow at hopefully the same rate, because Coach Fike's already done amazing. You have the stats on the girls team?
I mean, the girls, I don't have any stats, but what I can tell you is next Thursday, I think, versus Saudi, it's a big game for Coach Linus, and I'll tell you why. Her brother is the head coach at Saudi Daisy.
It's going to come down to who wants it more.
Who's the better Linus?
Yeah.
Who's the better Linus?
And with all the rivalry and the hype behind this game, somebody's going to lose. Okay, and that's going to make for an awkward Thanksgiving dinner. You think about them all sitting, they're not even going to be making eye contact. They're going to be passing the mashed potatoes.
I mean, so how would you feel if you had to compete against your family member, not only family member, but your brother or sister that, you grew up arguing with, I want that sucker, let me play the game. But now it's I want to win this game, but now you're at Thanksgiving dinner and you just at the table just.
Look, I don't want to demolish them. Competition's competition.
Oh,
yeah. I don't care who it is. Competition's competition.
Little sister's going to be coming with some things you aren't even going to be expecting.
Yeah. I mean, she's a former player who I think is the leading scorer in girls' history. I mean, she played when my brother was here. She shot the lights out. Mm-hmm. And then we'll be getting an interview with her later on this week. I'm here on Sports Talk with Coach Linus. As you know, the topic of the week this week is Red Bank versus Sidon. It's even bigger for her rather than Coach Fight because her brother's the head coach at Saudi Daisy. How do you feel going into this game?
I feel really good. We had 2 not so good losses last year, but I think we have a really good shot at it this year. And my brother has talked to my parents, and they've watched me play our team play scrimmages the past couple of weeks, so they tell him that he needs to be getting ready. So I think he's got a surprise coming for him, and that's my hope.
And, as we mentioned on the show, Patrick said that it'd be an awkward Thanksgiving for whoever lost. Pass me the turkey, pass me this sauce or whatever. How you feel about with the win and loss? Is it awkward at Thanksgiving or is it just the same?
I love my brother to death, and we're best friends at the end of the day. But it'd be that much sweeter if I get to rub it in on Thanksgiving. We definitely put a lot of trash talking into it, and so it's a lot of fun. So. Win or lose, we're still best friends at the end of the day, but it'd be awesome to have that win.
Okay, thank you. I believe that's all this week for Sports Talk. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Will. Chuck, Patrick.
This is your first episode. Stay tuned because we're going to be coming at you every week this year.
We're out.